I even start? I'm 21 years old, male. My girlfriend is 20 years old, female. She's been living with me and my family for the past 2 years. We've been together for almost 4 years. She got into a huge fight with her dad and decided to move out. My mom, being the kind person she's always been, offered her to live with us. I agreed, of course. I love her. Now, I've always been somewhat of a jealous type in a relationship, but not the crazy kind. The title suggests otherwise, I know, but it was the only way to get to the truth. My suspicions first arose about a year ago, when I was playing a board game called Codenames with my 24-year-old sister, her 24-year-old boyfriend, and my girlfriend, let's call her Stacy. Stacy and my sister's boyfriend were on a team together, and right away, I didn't like the energy they were giving off. She was laughing at all his jokes, and he was teasing her about some stuff. It all just looked flirtatious to me, and I wasn't having any of that. That night, I talked to her about it, and she told me that it was nothing. Of course, during that time, I was going to school and working as a cook, so I was out of the house most of the time. Some days, I wouldn't get home until midnight. My parents both worked 2 jobs, as well as my sister. My girlfriend only worked on weekends, and she took her schooling online. My sister's boyfriend is in construction, but his schedule is 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. Most of the days, Stacy and my sister's boyfriend were home alone together. My suspicion only grew ever since the board game night. Every time they were in the room together, Stacy would barely look at him anymore. They would make small talk here and there. I could tell the dynamic of their relationship had changed. I confronted Stacy again, asking why all of a sudden she was acting so awkward around him. She said it was because she didn't want to upset me. At this point, I felt bad for making her feel guilty, so I said I would never bring it up again. And I kept my word. However, 6 days ago, I was laying down on the couch upstairs in the living room while Stacy was in the kitchen, which was half visible from where I was, making a smoothie. My sister's boyfriend came downstairs and started making lunch for himself. I couldn't see what they were doing, but I pretended not to care, holding my phone to my face. I held my phone up to my face and strained to see their figures in the reflection of the back door glass. They were moving around each other, each trying to do their own thing. After my sister's boyfriend went upstairs, I got up from the couch, went to the front door, and put on my shoes. Stacy came towards me and asked, "Where are you going?" I responded, "Really?" I saw what just happened. Then I left and slammed the door behind me. She chased after me, getting angry and trying to act like nothing had happened. I told her that I saw what I saw, which only made me angrier. A reflection. So you're saying you didn't even see it. You just thought you saw it. You wanted to see it to justify your own paranoid thoughts. At that point, she threatened to break up with me and move out on her own, making me feel guilty by saying she was broke and would have to drop out of school and work full-time in a menial job. As much as I wanted to just end it all and let her go, I apologized for everything, begged her to stay, and promised never to bring it up again. It took a lot of convincing, but eventually she decided to stay and we walked back to the house. But I knew what I saw. I just needed concrete evidence. That same night, I ordered a tiny hidden camera from Amazon. When it arrived, I set it up in the living room next to the kitchen, hidden in the corner of one of the curtains. The next day, while everyone was still asleep, I discreetly took out the memory chip, inserted into my laptop, and quickly went through the footage. Nothing. I cleared the space and put the chip back in the camera. Then, yesterday, I finally got what I wanted. I woke up before anyone else and viewed the chip. It's around 3:15 am. I saw my sister's boyfriend slowly walk down the stairs and sit on the couch. A few minutes later, Stacy came upstairs from our room. I was in complete disbelief. The girl I had spent 4 years with, the girl I thought I would spend the rest of my life with, was cheating on me with my sister's boyfriend. All this time, she had been lying to my face and making me feel guilty. I went back downstairs, woke up Stacy, placed the laptop in front of her, and played the video. As soon as she realized what was happening, she closed it and froze. For what felt like an eternity, nothing was said. She started sobbing and trying to speak, until I finally spoke up. "You are the most convincing, disgusting sociopath I have ever met. Start packing your stuff right now, or I'm sending this to everyone you know. We are done." What follows was a very long, pathetic, sorry excuse for an apology that I don't want to get into. Eventually, she called her dad. He came by and picked her up, so I guess she's going to live with her family again. A lot of her things are still here, and she doesn't have any friends to deliver them to her. So I have no idea what to do with all this stuff. As for my sister and her boyfriend, he's also been kicked out of the house, and now he lives in his own place somewhere. Who knows? Maybe Stacy might even move in with him. I don't care.